right, everybody, welcome to BO Boys for Wednesday, October 1st. Fuck it, it's a raw feed. We're doing it live in studio. I'm Clayton.
Yeah, I'm Pat. So, Clayton, huge weekend coming up in terms of quantity, a lot of movies coming out, and I would say in terms of quality, because we have what is probably going to be one of the best films of the year coming out this weekend. Of course, it's Taylor Swift, the release party of a Showgirl, the movie, hits theaters this weekend.
It's
I think she finally
movie.
gets the documentary nom 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 at the Oscars. I haven't seen this film yet, but come on. It's got lyric videos in it. It's Oscar time for this movie. So
yeah, because wasn't the big thing when Hoop Dreams sort of got snubbed was that
no lyric videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was and Roger Ebert, he campaigned for that movie. He pushed for it, but even he did have to admit one of his final dying words was Hoop Dreams should have had lyric videos in it. And now Taylor Swift fulfills the promise of Hoop Dreams with lyric videos in her documentary film, The Release Party of a Showgirl.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be huge.
They kept that. I got an email.
Yes.
From AMC.
Wow.
And I get a direct into my
Direct
inbox.
from Adam Aaron.
Yes.
Wow.
And he said, Clay Dog, so he calls me.
Okay.
Added some showings. Might be interested in. He. Because he's
playful.
He's taking the piss.
Yeah, he's taking the piss. He knows they're a meme stock. He knows he's got to have that fun public persona.
Yeah.
And they're adding showings not to have a laugh. They're adding showings of this movie because people are buying tickets.
There's demand
to see this movie. And AMC is a partner. I mean, this movie's playing everywhere. It's playing at your Regals. It's playing at your Cinemarks. It's playing at, your Alamo Draft Houses. But AMC and Taylor Swift, I mean, they got a partnership here.
Yeah.
And I love to see that. You know how I love promotional partners.
Oh.
And there's none bigger. You could partner with fast food. You could partner with luxury cars. And I love to see that. Cell phone companies, a movie partners with a cell phone company. It
warms your heart.
It does. But when a movie partners directly with the biggest movie theater chain in the world, it's the ultimate combo. And that's what Taylor Swift and AMC have going on.
What's a better partnership? Taylor Swift and AMC.
Okay.
Or Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Wow.
I mean, can you pick between those two?
I mean,
true loves?
Here's the thing. AMC is putting money in Taylor Swift's pocket. Travis Kelce
is taking money out of her pocket.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I mean, they're getting married.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big movie. We've talked about that. That has to be the movie. Taylor Swift, The Wedding, the movie.
With the stinger, that is the conception.
The conception. But then someday...
Tastefully done. Come on, get your head out of the gutter.
It can't be NC-17. We can't go there. This can't be happiness unrated. It's got to be rated. The movie has to be rated by the Motion Picture Association of America.
So the end of that movie is not going to be like the end of Happiness, where Travis Kelce is like,
Yeah, and the dog licks it off.
Yeah. That can't happen.
That can't happen. No, the Taylor Swift movie cannot be released by Good Machine. That can't happen. But so you've got Taylor Swift, the Wedding, the movie. Taylor Swift, the Conception, the movie. Someday it'll be Taylor Swift, the Divorce, the movie, which is fine. 50% of all marriages.
Storytelling wise,
yes,
it makes the most sense. Because where else do you go?
And when that happens, he's going to get palimony. We know that that's going to be what happens.
For sure.
Which is why, to bring it back, the Taylor Swift AMC partnership, that's the real one.
That's the true love.
That's the true love because AMC is helping line her pockets.
Yeah.
Unlike Travis Kelce.
Well, because a marriage is a business transaction in America, let's be honest. And which one is more beneficial to her? It's the AMC one.
It's the AMC.
We're just being honest.
Of course. And we're going to see that this weekend.
Yeah, it's looking like 40 to 50.
Wow.
Is what they're saying. But I think that could go up because
it's going to go up.
Because this was a estimate before I got my cheeky email.
Yep.
Saying,
more showings.
Hey, check these out.
Yep. It's going to be huge. And remember, this is a movie that just got announced less than a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Taylor Swift biggest star in the world. She gets the word out fast. But this is still building every day. The day-by-days are building as we get closer to the release party of A Showgirl, the movie. The day-by-days continue to build.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be one. Listen, it's not going to hit the 90 plus that the Eras Tour the movie hit. Obviously, it's different.
Yeah.
But
that's a concert.
Yeah, that was a concert film. This is a lyric videos film, which Hoop Dreams also should have been.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, it should have included at least one or two lyric videos.
Yes, it should have been still mostly basketball, mostly following the lives of these young men, mostly 2 lyric videos.
Yeah.
Just bookend the movie with lyric videos. It would have got that Oscar nom.
Yeah.
So
going forward, you think? I mean, it's in the bag that she's going to win Best Documentary.
In the bag.
Because there's just like nothing to compete against it.
Yeah.
Do you think next time somebody does a video about a famine somewhere?
Okay.
A movie, a documentary.
Yeah. Or like a Michael Moore's next movie.
It's lyric videos. It's chock full of lyric videos.
He's got to have lyric videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll get him back to the box office heights that he had with Fahrenheit 9/11.
That was the height.
Yeah.
He's never been bigger than he was with Fahrenheit 9/11.
Bowling for Columbine was a solid double, right? Wasn't that the big one too?
That was a hit for sure. But Fahrenheit 9/11 was his Star Wars.
Yeah.
That was huge. So I could see that lyric videos in the next Michael Moore documentary, and boom, he's at the center of the culture again.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you think he has to? He doesn't have to dress like a showgirl, though. He doesn't have to.
I would. Okay,
that's a rebrand. Because he's known for the bowl cap and the sort of everyman, and it's like
he should do a photo. He should do a photo shoot where every day they release a different poster for his next movie, and he's got his baseball cap in a different position in every one of these photos.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little.
So you could get it, and then if you get the one that's completely turned around, that's the most special of edition.
Yeah,
because he never wears his hat like that.
Never wears his hat.
It's a little too casual, even for a guy who always wears a ball cap.
Yes, even for someone who, and he would describe himself as a schlub. I think that's his brand. Schlub is he, and I think you get him backwards baseball cap. That's the poster that sells the most tickets. But I think there's a lot that Michael Moore and other big documentarians could take from this Taylor Swift : the release party of A Showgirl : the movie release.
The Obamas, we know.
Okay.
Produce documentaries now.
Yeah.
Do you think Obama's on the phone with the many people he works with to make these documentaries and says, "Hey, stop what you're doing. Where can we put a lyric video?"
Yeah, 100%. You have to. If you're going, we've got to show the devastation and some part of the lyric videos.
Yeah.
In your documentary. So this movie's going to be huge. But we'll get back to Taylor Swift.
Well, please, I want to. It's going to be so hard to get off of her. Because I love talking about her so much.
If you're listening to this, you want to be assured we will get to talk about Taylor Swift again, and we will. But coming into this weekend, before Taylor dropped this movie, it was supposed to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's coming out party as an actor. It's supposed to be the Smashing Machine, wide release, A24 going all the way. Can this be an Uncut Gems level hit for A24? And it is. I know it's different audiences, but it does start to feel like Taylor has taken some of The Rock's thunder, even though, again, they're not the same audiences, but, and you would want there to be, could this have been a Barbenheimer? We talked maybe it's that, and that has not happened. It doesn't feel like there's a smashing showgirl machine thing happening.
Yeah, it's so hard to put together.
It's so hard. Barbenheimer was just the perfect words to smash.
It really was.
Yeah.
I mean, it is ironic that the Smashing Machine is not able to smash into another title of a movie to create a Barbenheimer. But life is thick with ironies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've come to realize.
Yeah. No, Alanis Morissette, if she was doing, and she should update that song every few years.
Yeah.
She should, with new examples that are relevant to modern pop culture. And I think that would be one of the ironic lyrics
Should
is.
be like the 7-Up series.
Yes.
Every 7 years.
A new Alanis Morissette.
Ironic.
Yeah, 100%. And this would be one of them, that isn't it ironic that you can't smash 2 movies together to create a Barbenheimer?
Is he mad? Because I think The Rock was having, he was having a little bit of a time because, of course, he thought he was going to change the power dynamic in the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
He thought he was going to take over.
Yep.
And James Gunn got the job, took over. Superman, biggest superhero movie of the summer by far.
Okay. And we're sure Black Adam 2 isn't happening.
I mean, I think that would have been dependent on how well this Smashing Machine does and how, in pop culture, how much penetration. I'm always talking about penetration.
You are, yeah. And our sponsors don't love it, but yeah.
But, they'll have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But Smashing Machine, how much penetration it gets. And so I feel like, he was peeing in the Voss bottles.
I know.
He's still doing it. It's not like he stopped, but people aren't talking about it as much.
Do you think he at least, because yes, he's definitely still peeing in the Voss bottles, but there was a period when that, was it Variety or Hollywood Reporter, hit piece, not a hit piece, when that dropped, he was peeing in the water bottles, the Voss water bottles, basically in front of the crew, like not hiding it. Do you think at least now The Rock is peeing in these Voss water bottles and they're putting a little like curtain?
Well, it's funny because we mentioned Taylor Swift and we said we'd get back to her, but when she comes to the NFL games now, they use like a big curtain,
or a room divider,
big room divider,
like
to
you would
bring
use
her
if
in and
you
out.
have 18 roommates in New York City. You've just moved to the city and you all have.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're renting $800 a month. You pay for this corner of the living room. We put a little room divider.
That's
around.
what she was singing about when she sang "Welcome to New York."
Yep.
We've been waiting for you. Right.
Swifty right here.
Right there. So that's what they do now for him.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody knows because they hear the stream.
Yeah.
Like there is.
You hear like a crackle. Like it starts with a loud sound.
Yeah. Well, it's so hot. It's like shattering the glass.
Yeah.
Like that he uses a Voss bottle because of the thickness of the glass.
Yes.
Because if he used a regular glass bottle, say like a Pepsi bottle or something like that.
Or God forbid a plastic bottle.
It
would burn through.
Yeah.
It would burn through.
So the inner layer starts to sort of crack.
Right.
And that's what you're hearing. And then you're hearing that steady, that I guess maybe not steady stream, but powerful stream.
Yeah, powerful.
We'll give him
stream.
that.
Yes, of course.
And then once he's done, the curtain's gone and he's holding, that bottle and hands it off to a PA.
Right.
So it's like it almost looks like a bad magic trick.
Right. But at least now he's using the curtain. So that's probably why we haven't heard so much about the the Voss water bottles these last few months. And maybe he didn't do that on the Smashing Machine, because the Smashing Machine is The Rock's attempt to become an actor, to get critical recognition after years of just, Jumanji basically being the best movie he's made in 15 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where The Rock has been with his acting choices. And this is him trying to be an actor, trying to get critical notices, get an award. Maybe he didn't pee in Voss water bottles on the set of this movie.
It's definitely possible. I mean, I think that's the thing that's interesting here is that it did seem like all the attention was turning to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody just turned their heads away really quick.
Yeah.
They saw something flashy.
Yes.
They saw something bigger.
Yeah. And as big as The Rock is, and obviously his movie stardom has taken a hit the last few years, but he is still one of the most famous people on the planet.
Yeah.
But you put him against Taylor Swift and it's not a contest.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, one of the few people who could fully eclipse the stardom of The Rock. And that's what he got hit with.
And I also think, and listen, we'll see what the legs are on one battle after another. But the critical, hosannas.
Hosanna.
Have been so loud.
Yes.
That they are stealing from this movie, which I think is getting critically people like it. They don't love it though. And I
They
think
don't
that's
love
the
it.
thing is that, again, if you're, a dilettante, if
Mhm.
you're somebody who has, that sort of, I want to be a cineast.
Okay. A film bro. If you are a film bro or film girl
Or
or film
film
person.
Yeah. If they haven't seen one battle after another, they're going to see that first.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who couldn't get into these IMAX 70 millimeters.
Mhm.
So they're going to go see that before they even see the Smashing Machine.
Yep. And all the VistaVision films are burning, so you got to go
You
keep
gotta go.
trying, keep trying.
Yep.
If you're in line, stay in line for a
Mhm.
VistaVision screening of one battle after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is a big problem for the Smashing Machine. I mean, we'll see. I'm feeling more and more bullish on the second weekend of one battle after another, but that's the direct hit because the PTA superfans and the A24
And
crowd.
Safdie, I mean,
I know it. I mean, I think the other Safdie brother with was it Marty Supreme?
Mhm.
He's got Timmy. That feels like a sure bet at the box office
because
but
it's a holiday
Yeah.
movie. They didn't take it to festivals because they're like, this thing is a hit
this is going to be a hit. Yeah.
movie. This is more of a Oscar play.
And there is something too, and you're seeing it with the Coens. It's hard to say you see with the Farrelly brothers because they split up and one of them won an Oscar and a
Mhm.
Best Picture. But box office wise, you do see it with them where the fans want the brothers. I don't
Yes.
think they want them on their own because if this were the Smashing Machine, a new film from the Safdie brothers, I do think there would be so much excitement for this movie. Even if it was the same exact movie, I do think not having it be from both the directors of Uncut Gems is a problem.
Oh, for sure. I mean, wouldn't we have more confidence in Honey Don't if it was a Coen Brothers movie?
Yeah,
Because they've done Madcap before.
yeah.
And so even if it was the same movie, we would have gone into it being like, well, other than I guess maybe the Lady Killers,
Yeah,
they've done comedy
But yes,
right.
there's a lot more. There's something to that brand that it doesn't have when the brand is just Ethan Coen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling that. It does feel like the Smashing Machine hasn't caught fire with that type of audience who are looking for just the cool adult indie-ish movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's going to be a problem because a few weeks ago it was looking like the estimates were 20 plus for the opening weekend, 19, 20 plus. Now I'm seeing the range is 10 to 15.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they were, and then there was talk. I mean, there was talk earlier that this could be like open, like Snivel War level.
Like early, like 25
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, that would be tough because it definitely is, I guess, dark subject matter, but not really. It's just a Rocky type movie as far as anyone knows.
And it's listen, UFC,
which people like,
is more popular than ever.
Yep.
For a certain group.
Yeah.
And this is one of the guys who was at the very start of it.
Okay.
At least the popular start of it.
Okay.
Right?
So he's like their Bruno Sammartino, this guy. Do you know who this guy is, the Smashing Machine guy
I'd
that he
heard of
plays?
him. I'm sure.
Mark Kerr?
I'm sure I rented, when I was in high school, I'm sure I rented a VHS of a UFC pay-per-view.
Okay.
And fell asleep during one of because back then it was just.
They roll around.
They're grappling, and you fall asleep.
Yeah.
And that's what you did. It was a fun night. It was a fun Friday night.
Yeah. Now they do drop kicks off the cage and all.
They're bringing. I mean, they're killing people, right? Right?
Now they're killing people.
Yeah.
Well, I think now. I haven't watched UFC in a while, but now I think they give them guns.
And
machetes and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more exciting now.
Yes.
Than it would have been as depicted in this movie when I think it is mostly just they roll around on the floor and do touchy squeezy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, what if it was wrestling, but they didn't have fun costumes.
Yes.
And
yes. That is the draw of UFC is can we take all the interesting things out of wrestling?
mm-hmm.
And that's what you get.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, we've been critical of The Rock. He,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, we were in litigation with him. We
Yep.
cannot talk about how that ended up.
Yep.
But I'm rooting for him. Like,
Of
he's a
course.
guy that with all of the things that he's done and all of his hubris,
Mm-hmm.
when he cried, wept. I mean, when we heard at, was it at Con?
At Venice,
At Venice?
was at the Venice Film Festival a few weeks ago. Yeah.
I mean, there was a big headline.
Mm-hmm.
He wept uncontrollably was the headline.
People were scared.
So he could not control his bodily functions. It was
Yes.
not just coming from here was the assumption that
Yeah.
we made.
And he's a large man. So when he cannot control himself, the room is scared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a splash zone.
Yes. Yes. And he's in a, you have to remember, these film festivals, these theaters are tiered.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a balcony.
Yeah.
So if he is crying uncontrollably,
Cascade waterfall.
yeah. People are drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that touched me
Yeah.
because I thought maybe this is turning over a leaf, because we always, one of the big things everybody said was, don't work with your hacky directors that you can control.
Right.
Work with real directors.
Right. Don't work with Rostin Thurber Marshall. Is that his name?
Could be.
Yeah. I
Most
think there's a
likely
guy
is.
named Rostin Thurber Marshall
Yeah.
that The Rock has worked with.
And controls.
Yeah. Controls. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, worked with is very nice way, diplomatic way of saying this.
I mean, with those The Rock action movies, he is the auteur of those movies the way Mike Myers was the auteur of the Austin Powers movie.
Wow. So Jay Roach taking it on the chin again.
Jay Roach was the Rostin Thurber Marshall of his day.
Oh,
and then he
wow.
got to HBO and he became an auteur of, movies about hanging chads and those type of things.
He did direct the campaign.
And he directed the campaign, and sure, but when it came to Austin Powers, he was the Rostin Thurber Marshall of his day. He was the guy who walked around with a camera, and the star of the movie told everyone what to do.
I'm gonna say Jay Roach had more input than Rock's directors, and that's what I'll say. I think that's really fair. That's fair to Jay Roach.
I'm going to say this directly into camera because we are YouTubers. Hey, guys. Jay Roach, come on the BO Boys and make your case. Obviously, you sit across from me and Clayton. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to make it clear Mike Myers was the auteur of those movies.
Destroy you.
But maybe, and it'll be a great YouTube video headline, Jay Roach destroyed, all caps, by BO Boy Pat.
I mean, weeps uncontrollably.
Weeps uncontrollably. But I'll give you that opportunity, and you can promote whatever HBO political movie you're doing now. You have a new movie about the 2016 campaign. This is the week for it, of course. You can promote that, and we will talk about how Mike Myers was the auteur of the Austin Powers films.
Okay, well, so do you think Ben Stiller was the auteur of Meet the Parents?
I think that is a very different situation. Mike Myers conceived and wrote the Austin Powers movies. They were based on his own parents and their love for the Beatles and for James Bond. And Jay Roach, I assume he grew up in Anytown, USA, and he showed up and he said, I got a lot of film canisters. How could I help?
Okay.
So,
well,
different story.
Director of the Roses,
which I do need to see that.
Which
is hanging on in there. It does have those odd. Every time I might have a chance to see a movie, I look, and the Roses will have an odd, like 10:30 a.m. Or 2:00 in the morning.
And you wake up and you're like, smelling those.
I consider it, but I haven't gone. But I do want to see that movie. Listen, I like Jay Roach. I like Jay Roach.
Let's have Jay Roach in to promote the PVOD.
Yes.
Listen, we're not the Streamo Boys, but for Jay Roach, listen,
we'll promote a stream.
We'll talk about downstream.
Yeah, we'll talk downstream, but most of it will be about how Mike Myers is the auteur of Austin Powers. Yeah, like The Rock is the auteur of his movies up until now. So he is doing what we want him to do.
Yeah.
And so far, the thing about this movie is you're hearing mixed things. The Oscar buzz around The Rock
has dwindled.
I would say he is definitely a possibility, and he should get the nomination just for the fact that this telecast needs stuff like that. It needs The Rock, Adam Sandler, Leo,
James Downey,
Conan O'Brien to all get Oscar noms. Timmy, of course. But
Gwyneth
get her.
Get Paltrow back?
Coming back in again?
Marty Supreme.
Absolutely.
The Gwyneth back at the Oscars.
Yes. In the dress.
In the dress.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Have to do it. So, yeah, I think this movie is getting it from both sides. Taylor taking The Rock's thunder as just the biggest star you could see, and One Battle After Another taking the cool indie, even though Warner Bros. Not an indie studio, but that cool film person movie.
Yeah.
So,
and it has all of the, premium screens still.
Yes.
And so that's huge.
That's huge for them.
Again, we saw 70 millimeter IMAX opening weekend. Sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Yeah.
And there's people who they work during the week.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going this weekend because that's the only time they could get tickets.
Yes.
I talked to somebody the other day and I said, they asked me, are you going to see the PTA movie? I said, yeah, I got tickets for this weekend.
Right.
And they said, I have tickets for the next Sunday.
Wow.
So not even that Sunday, next Sunday, because they work.
People work, and people want to see the premium format for a movie like this. Well, so if that's keeping most of the IMAXs, we do have a couple of re-releases. We have a couple of other new movies we'll talk about, but we do have Avatar: The Way of Water, aka Avatar 2, is getting a re-release, a wide re-release this weekend. So I have to imagine that's going to get premium formats. I mean,
right, because you wouldn't put that out just on, in the basement of Lincoln.
No, so
AMC.
I'm assuming. I mean, I'll take a look right now at the AMC app. Fuck it, it's a raw feed. I'm doing it live, but I assume then that Avatar is going to get some odd hour IMAX showings. That has to be what's going to happen this weekend, where One Battle After Another will get a 7 o'clock, and Avatar 2 will get like a noon IMAX.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. I mean, I'm looking at the AMC Lincoln One Battle After Another on Friday, IMAX showings 8:30 a.m., 12:15, 4 p.m., 7:45, 11:30. So it is getting every single IMAX showing at the AMC Lincoln. The Smashing Machine at that same theater, best theater in the world. It is only in the Laser at the Laser AMC.
It's not even getting Dolby.
It's got one Dolby showing. Clayton, one Dolby showing for the Smashing Machine is at 11:30 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah. So this movie is really getting it up the keister. And listen, I'm gonna show this to the camera because we are YouTubers. Hey guys, this is the Smashing Machine's tickets sold for that Dolby showing. Two seats.
Are those open seats I see
those
everywhere?
Are only open seats. 2 seats. Now again, this is 11:30 p.m. But this is New York City. People stay up all night.
Oh yeah.
People see movies at you do a bump. You go to a discotheque, then you go see a movie in the middle of the night.
Party.
That's in New York City. Yeah.
Key party later.
So you could see it right there. The Smashing Machine is getting opening weekend, getting the podunk screening rooms. Taylor Swift at this theater.
Is she getting Dolby?
She's got a Dolby at 3 p.m. and a Dolby at 5 p.m., which is for Taylor
That's
Swift.
for the kids.
At the time.
Yeah. Because that's for, you're going to take your nieces, which we will not name because anonymity is so important.
It's anonymity and it's representation.
And then it's free speech.
And that's free speech.
So that's when you take them. You're not going to take them to a 9 p.m. They'll be sleeping in the
Yeah.
aisles.
So you could see it right there. So one battle after another, all the IMAX screenings. So I guess that Avatar re-release is not playing at that AMC. I mean, I'm going to look and see where
Is it playing at 34th?
It's probably playing at 34th, and it's probably playing at in New York, the fake IMAX and 32nd Kips Bay. So let's see. Avatar re-release 1 week only. Looking this Friday, October 3rd. It's got a 3D showing at AMC Lincoln. It's playing at AMC 34th, a couple of showings, Kips Bay. So it's like 2 showings a day.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, listen, the whole Avatar thing, especially after the first one, was everyone saying, and we maybe said this, that it was the biggest movie of all time, but everyone's forgotten about it. No one cares about it. No one thinks about it. And then the second one came out, and everyone wants to see it. Made $1.5 billion. It didn't make the first one, but it was gigantic hit.
Oh yeah, we saw that movie together in IMAX 3D.
Yes.
And right afterwards, I walked all the way to the river, and I was like, "Should I jump in and live there?
Should you live there?" Yeah.
Will
and I was
there
like, "You should.
Of course.
You should. Just do it.
Just do it. Well, yeah.
Just go."
And I was like,
You don't need an oxygen tank or scuba gear. Just
no, the gills will just appear.
They'll form.
They've always been there.
They'll form. Just go.
Yeah. And so I wanted to hang out with the underwater Na'vi.
Yep.
Did not do it, obviously.
Yeah.
But who knows? Because there's a third one coming out, and it's going to be bigger than ever. And I've seen the trailers, and I'm sort of like shrugging. And I know I'm going to be there opening night.
And so that's always the thing with these Avatar movies is giant hits, and then we assume the next one's no one's gonna care. Obviously, that's not the third one's gonna be gigantic
because it just happened. The second one just happened, so there's not that big gap.
The re-release. Does it feel like there is an anticipation for this re-release? Because Avatar Way of Water was 2 years ago. Was that the end of 22 or end of 23? End of 22, was that Spider-Man, 3 Spidey Men? Right? That would have been, or that's what got us from the end of 2021
into that's what that was. Yeah.
So I think the end, December 22 must have been Avatar Way of Water. And then, so it's been 2 or 3 years. It hasn't been that long.
Yeah, Avatar Way of Water, 2022, bridging
into
23.
Okay.
And played like Boffo through 2023.
So,
beginning of it.
I don't think there is a huge clamoring to see this movie again so quickly. I mean, listen, I'm sure it's going to make a bunch of money this weekend. It doesn't feel like this is going to be one of those re-releases that does some kind of crazy number, because this movie just came out in theaters.
And it's not in the premium. It's not getting those premium that you want to see an Avatar movie in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it loses some of its impact if you're just seeing it at a regular laser showing.
Which re-release will rank higher this weekend? Avatar, Way of Water, or CASPER? The Christina Ricci, Bill Pullman. Who else is in this movie?
Macaulay Culkin does the voice.
He does the voice of CASPER. Wow. Okay.
And then Devin Sawa.
Oh, all right.
No, all right.
All right, no. Okay.
All right, doing all right.
Oh, good for him.
And the answer is yes. He is doing all right.
Good for him. Okay, so he'll get to celebrate. I wonder, do you think Devin Sawa will get to do one of those? Will there be a YouTube channel that has him do a roll by roll, go through his whole career to promote CASPER?
I hope so.
We would let him do it. I mean, we are YouTubers. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
We would let Devin Sawa come on our YouTube channel, use our studio. I mean, he'd have to kind of like hire a freelancer to run the camera. I'm not doing it. I don't feel like doing it. But Devon Sawa could definitely come in here, do a roll by roll of his career, and we'll throw it on the BO Boys YouTube channel.
I would do it. I would definitely do it. That would be awesome.
So you would run the camera.
I'd run the camera for sure.
There we go. Okay, so direct into camera. Devon Sawa, if you want to come to this studio in BOHQ, do a roll by roll, talking through your whole career, Idle Hands. I mean, it would mostly focus on Idle Hands.
Well, also,
Okay.
Final Destination, remember? He
Right.
was OG Final Destination.
Okay, so we got something with this video. Yeah, I would love to have Devon Sawa come in here. And again, I'm not going to run the camera, but I'll pop my head in.
Pop your
pop my
head in.
head in.
That's huge.
Yeah. I'll say hi. So, which is going to be the bigger re-release this weekend? Casper, and is this a 30th anniversary re-release? A 35th? When?
30th, 1995. And I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Macaulay Culkin was not the voice of Casper.
Oh, okay.
I'm wrong on that. So people were screaming
Yeah.
through everything we just said.
Yeah.
So stop screaming. I know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I know I'm wrong.
So, which is going to be the bigger re-release? I mean, Casper feels, obviously, there's been a longer gap since people have seen this in the theater in a wide release way.
Mm-hmm.
And October 3rd, we're in the first weekend of Shocktober. It's scary time now.
Yes.
And people want to be scared. And Casper is scared.
When you look at Hocus Pocus, that re-release, I know it was a different time. But the sort of want to be skilled but not too skilled.
Mm-hmm.
There's a level of that, and like I said before, I think in our preview with Jeff Bach, the great Jeff Bach of Exhibitor Relations Co., that this is a movie that has that sort of cachet with a younger generation, the way for us it would be like Goonies.
Yeah,
I'm not a Goonies fan. I'm more of a Lucas guy.
Okay,
but
I don't think there's going to be a Lego sequel for Lucas.
It'd be hard to pull together.
Yeah. Well, you could do Corey Feldman and Charlie Sheen.
Corey Feldman was not in that.
No, but he could. This is him taking the role.
That would be no. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Now I always make fun. We make fun of the people who like ruin my childhood. Like so and so ruined my childhood. You replacing. Like, to see an older Lucas played by Feldman instead of Haim.
The only person
would ruin my childhood.
The only person who could do it.
So is he playing Corey Haim? Like, is he doing
that
thing
character?
Does he do, like, Man on the Moon? Where he's in character as Corey Haim, like...
Oh, on set, 100%.
On set, he just is like, I'm Corey Haim.
Yes. You have to talk to him as Corey Haim. You have to treat him the way Corey Haim was treated, the whole thing. He's doing full Jim Carrey as Andy Kaufman.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm more interested in the documentary about that movie than the actual movie.
Yes.
But
they're both going to be huge hits. But
you can get Sheen. He's on his sort of like
mea culpa tour.
Carrie Green has not been in anything for a very long time. She was a very important part of this movie.
Yeah.
Jeremy Piven, he's
available.
He's available.
Yeah.
Is he hireable is another question. It's the mercury poison. I blame that mercury poisoning. He ate that sushi and he was never the same.
Well, the thing is he has more hair than ever right now. That's the one thing we know about Jeremy Piven is
it's a Fabio situation.
Yes.
For sure.
It's down to his buttocks.
Hair down, yeah, and down to the eyebrows. He's got the hairline down to the eyebrows.
He's
like
a Cousin It. He's a modern day Cousin It right now. So
yeah.
So you're saying Lucas was the big movie for you, not Casper in 1995?
No. I'm a little old for Casper, being Gen X.
So while you wait for this Lucas Lego sequel that has to be made now, it has to be made. There's people who they've been
Lucas with the S as a 2.
Yes. Or dollar signs. Lucas.
Because it's definitely a cash-in of all the people waiting for a Lucas Legacy sequel.
And you do the thing where the poster is Corey Feldman, who is playing Corey Haim's part,
Mm-hmm.
he's leaning up against the word Lucas that ends in a $sign.
Yeah.
That's what's holding him up.
Yeah.
He's got that cool lean like Lucas had in the original movie.
You don't know this movie at all. He didn't have a cool lean. That was the whole thing.
No, his whole thing is that, but in this one, he grew
grew to be cool? Okay. We've talked about a Jaws sequel, right? We were talking about that J. Law starring in that Jaws sequel. That's where there should be a $sign next to, like, Jaws 2 should be Jaws with a $sign.
Yes.
As the S.
Yeah. And then the shark comes up and he just bites the $sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So people have been waiting for this.
Just
Casper
when you thought it was
re-release.
safe to cash in.
Yeah. It's him. Instead of the ocean, it's the shark, that famous shot of him swimming upward, but it's through like a giant pile of coins. Yeah. He's swimming up through a pile of coins.
I love that.
Water.
And it bites the $.
And it bites the $, yeah. So Casper re-release. This feels like it's the perfect moment for that, that millennial who was a kid and now they're parents.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that I'm sure has been a perennial cable Halloween movie for years and years. I think this could do some money. I'm going to right now predict it's going to make more money than the Avatar re-release in the Battle of the re-release.
Well, you were looking up showtimes.
Yeah, where are the showtimes?
Do we want to do? I mean, is this a new segment of the show? Is just looking up showtimes?
Looking up showtimes.
But I think the other thing is Christina Ricci is, and I know it's TV.
Huh.
And it's not even HBO.
No. And it's not even Showtime anymore. It's now
Paramount
Plus with Showtime.
Yeah. Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
But, she's back in the cultural zeitgeist in a way. And I think that is also very helpful, that people are like, oh, yeah, okay, so we love Christina Ricci. She's still around. She was really fun on that show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that also helps this.
Okay, so here's what I might have to retract
Amend.
that statement. Amend. I'm looking at the New York City Showtimes for Friday for Casper 30th anniversary release. Not playing at all at the Lincoln Theater. Not playing at all at AMC 34th. 2 showings at AMC Kips Bay. Not at 19th Street. Not at the Village.
Okay. So
it's at the Empire. This actually feels like it's a release in the way that when we saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Like a Fathom release. Is it a Fathom release?
It feels more like a Fathom release based on these New York City Showtimes. So I guess by default, Avatar will make more money because it seems like it isn't a wider release.
Yeah.
So what will make more money this weekend than the Casper re-release or Bone Lake?
Ooh, that is
Street?
that is a great question. And I would have said, if Bone Lake was everything I wanted it to be,
which is porno.
Which is a porno, which is a straight up porno, which is you go to the theater and you're like, holy shit, this is effing porno.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you keep talking about penetration, which our sponsors don't like, but
no.
You're thinking Bone Lake if it had penetration.
Yeah. Then I would be like, whoa.
You're seeing insertion.
Yeah.
Pull out. Yeah.
But we know from a good source that, and I don't know if listen, I don't want to blow up anybody's spot, and I don't know if the review window has been opened for this movie yet. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to say who told us this.
Yeah. But you can figure it out.
Well, but don't figure it out. But don't figure it out.
But don't.
You could, but don't. You don't have to do everything.
Okay.
Right? Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I've figured it out.
Okay, but don't say anything.
Okay.
And don't tell the audience to figure it out. It's so important. It's so important. That they really did a great job of marketing this with the posters, and it's not the movie you think it is, which is
a porno. It's not the porno you think.
It's not the porno you think it is.
Yeah.
Which is not a great tagline for this movie, because then
Bone Lake, not the porno you think it is.
That reveals that it's not a porno.
Yeah.
You want people to think that's a porno.
Again, this is why you have to watch this on YouTube. You're not getting the full story in the podcast feed. On my phone, I'm holding up to camera. This is a poster for Bone Lake right here. So it is a woman coming out of a lake. Everything's red. There's a ton of skulls under the lake, but she's bursting out mid-coitus.
She's in ecstasy.
She is in ecstasy. She's riding something in that water. Bone Lake poster is promising you this is a porno.
Mm-hmm.
And not going to reveal the source. I'm not saying to figure it out.
Yeah, don't figure it out.
Though I am looking directly into camera and I'm saying.
Okay.
But apparently it is not a porno.
Okay.
So do you think that this movie with this posters, the tagline is Bone Lake, you better have a safe word.
See.
So do you think it's fooled enough people into thinking this is a porno that it's going to open to porno numbers, 30, 40, 50 million? Or have people been smartened up and they know it's not a porno?
I think people have become so good at sniffing out where porn is because it's everywhere, right? I mean, so the ability to find porn is just become such a thing that people can do.
Yeah.
Just from birth. It's like when you give a kid like an iPhone, they can figure it out.
Right.
It's
innate.
It's innate.
It's like in the placenta you learn how to navigate apps on an iPhone.
And now that porno has been so pervasive, you can just know.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the big giveaway to audiences, I think, for them knowing that Bone Lake is not a porno is that it's being distributed in movie theaters instead of behind a paywall on OnlyFans.
Yes.
And I think that's the tip-off.
Mm-hmm.
People nowadays, they know I get my porno on OnlyFans and I see non-porno movies in a movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as Bleecker Street with these posters and these provocative taglines are trying to trick audiences thinking it's a porno, in the end, people aren't stupid. They know their AMC is not an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Do you think that's a good tagline for this movie, though? Because I don't know if they're still doing new taglines, but get your tip off. Does anybody ever say get your tip off?
Get your tip off. Okay. I feel like that works if it's a movie about basketball that's also a porno.
Yeah. Get
your tip off.
Get your tip off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, and I'm sure that's being made somewhere. I'm sure somewhere someone's making a basketball porno. Get your tip off. You just use it.
Yeah.
Pay us later. So
porno doesn't make money anymore, so they couldn't give us anything, I don't think.
Oh, they could hook us up.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, this Bone Lake movie had its world premiere at Fantastic Fest. I'm seeing, as far as accolades, Bone Lake received the Bronze Audience Award at the 2024 Brooklyn Horror Film Festival. So, Bronze Audience Award, does that mean it came in third place?
That's what it sounds like, because that's what's bronze.
Like.
If you were going to name an audience award and you were going to give something to the winner, you wouldn't go with bronze.
No, you would go gold or diamonds.
Yes.
If you weren't going to do gold, you would do diamonds.
Mm-hmm. You either do the jewels or you do the precious metals.
Right.
But you don't mix those in either.
You don't do the third best precious metal as your number one award.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it came in third at the 2024 Brooklyn Horror Film Festival. Do you think that the films that placed first and second in the audience awards at the 2024 Brooklyn Horror Film Festival were pornos?
Do you think that's what lost it for Bone Lake?
Yeah.
I've never been to Fantastic Fest.
This is the Brooklyn Horror Film Festival. This
okay.
is Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so I'm assuming that they were.
You would know this better than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, either that or they just had a lot of shots of good pizza. Yeah. Yeah. These horror movies that came in first and second, they had pizza, they had spaghetti. That's what it must have been. This movie it's got 96% on Rotten Tomato as of now. Unwavering in its psychological trappings.
That doesn't sound like a good porno.
That doesn't sound like a good porno. It doesn't sound like necessarily like big box office. It's a horror movie, but there's no Doesn't seem like there's going to be a iconic villain in this, so I don't know. And again, it's Bleecker Street, and
I mean, that's all you had to say.
although we don't want to poo-poo Bleecker Street because, of course, we started the month of September with the great Chad Hartigan, director of The Threesome. Oh no, that was Vertical Entertainment.
That was Vertical.
Oh, this
you
is
can say
Bleecker.
Bleecker can eat one.
F Bleecker.
F
Yeah.
Bleecker.
Yeah. Bleecker. Yeah. I'm not feeling much on this Bone Lake. I'm not feeling much.
It did its best with its promotional campaign, but I guess its best wasn't good enough.
What about, speaking of good enough, what about Good Boy? IFC Entertainment. IFC, of course, who they just dominated summer of 2020 with their
Pat,
IFC Midnight Horror releases.
Have you been following the news? 2 more variants just dropped.
Oh boy.
So this IFC movie could do well. It does well when the variants are around.
They really do. So maybe that's good news for Good Boy. This is the horror movie that is from the perspective of a dog.
Yes.
Does that mean we're not seeing that much of the dog in this movie?
That's such a great question, because the reason why you would go see Tuesdays... Wait, no, what is the dog movie?
The dog movie. You were going to say Tuesdays with Maury.
Maury wasn't a dog. He was an old man.
He was an old man. Yeah.
Which they both go on the carpet.
Yes.
So
it's similar.
Similar.
It's Tuesdays with an old man or Tuesdays with a dog. It's not going to be that much different.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that much different. But Tuesdays with Maury was an old man imparting wisdom, not a dog making on the carpet.
And what was the Owen Wilson, Jennifer Aniston, based on the popular book about the dog?
That was the Marley and Me.
Marley.
Thank
you.
Yes.
So Marley and Me.
Yeah.
You see Marley.
You see Marley.
Marley's around. Marley's doing things, doing its tricks.
Jumping on the table, jumping on Owen Wilson.
Getting kicked off the table by the cat, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You're not watching Owen Wilson from the perspective of Marley.
You're not seeing a lot of crotch of Owen Wilson.
Right. And Good Boy is from the perspective of the dog. So if you're a dog lover, are you getting enough dog? Now, here's the thing.
That's a great question.
This is obviously a play for a smaller horror niche audience that has done well the last few years. You look at stuff like Late Night with the Devil, gimmick movie about this is going to be footage from a late night show as a horror movie. That did really well. That got to over 10 million total. That did well. Stuff like In a Violent Nature did well for its budget. Skinamarink, which cost 40 grand, made a couple of $1 million. So there's definitely something to these big, shouty gimmick horror movies if you keep the budget low. And that's probably what this is. I think that'll find an audience based just on the gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be a breakout horror movie, I don't think. I don't think we're going to talk about Good Boy having made $10 or $11 million opening weekend.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's a Hardcore Henry situation or Nickel Boys. It could be just when they say from the perspective of the dog.
You see the dog.
You see the dog, and you see the dog reacting to stuff. And, but you don't the
dog is the protagonist, but it's not his. It's not possibly.
It's not like Presence.
Right. And I did watch this trailer a while ago, and I haven't seen it in a while, so I do forget whether it is okay. I'm looking just from the thumbnail, so this is very smart. The dog is in the thumbnail.
You got it.
So the dog is a character in this movie. It is not from the eyes of the dog. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm adding a couple of million to this opening weekend just based on the thumbnail. You see the dog. Good Boy. And now there's a lot of people asking online, does the dog die? And I don't know if the dog dies. I haven't seen this film. I haven't dug into the Reddit thread.
We had this conversation on our preview because we were saying that if it does, that is terrible for legs.
Yeah, the dog has to live.
If you're gonna see a movie about a dog, you're going to be a person who likes dogs.
But
unless you are somebody who hates dogs and wants to see a snuff film.
Here's what I'll push back on there.
Okay.
Marley ends up in a casket.
Yeah.
He ends up in a casket.
Okay.
Full military burial.
Yeah.
But
he died for our country.
That is how that movie ends. Marley in a casket.
Yeah.
So just mother weeping at the casket of Marley.
Yeah.
We just little John giving the salute.
Mm-hmm.
Giving the salute to Marley.
Indelible image.
Yeah. So that is how that movie ends. And that was a big hit. That made, I think, 80 million domestic, maybe more. That was a
big hit.
So Dead Dog, if you give it the proper respect at the end of the movie, maybe they do kill Good Boy in this movie. But you gotta give him that funeral the way Marley had in Marley and Me.
Yeah.
Just John and that little coat. That wasn't a dress, it was a coat.
It was a coat.
It was a coat. Don't get weird about that now.
Bunch of weirdos online.
Giving Good Boy the salute, then maybe that movie does break out even if the dog dies. So those are the new movies. Are we missing anything? No, those are the new movies. It's called something Perfect Blue, G Kids, whatever. We can't get to everything.
We can't dig into G Kids. That's sick.
So are we ready to do our top fives?
I mean, are we ready or should we do them? I think those are two different things because there's so many things to think about here.
Let's get into it. Let's do our top fives.
I think we should.
So would you like to go first or second? Oh, there's also Anemone, which is Daniel Day-Lewis in a movie by his son. Which I guess he's going to be nominated for Best Actor for.
Why not?
Why not? Why nominate The Rock or Leo or Timmy who could bring ratings?
When you could nominate a guy who's in a movie nobody will watch that was directed by his son nobody cares about.
Is that a draw for audiences this weekend? Go see Anemone because a dad is doing his son a favor? Is that the tagline? Anemone, a dad's doing his son a favor.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
The greatest favor ever given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's poetic.
Yeah.
Anemone, the greatest favor ever given.
Yeah.
And it just means that he acted in his son's stupid movie.
Yeah.
Or great movie. Who knows? Who cares? But let's do our top fives for the weekend. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay. Then based on that, I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
So this weekend, number one, I think is going to remain. No, it can't be.
No, it can't.
Number one is going to be Taylor Swift, the release party of a Showgirl, the movie. And it's going to do 50.
Okay.
I think it hits 50.
Okay.
The Eras Tour made 90. This is going to do 50.
It's half as long.
Yeah.
It's less than half as long.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So that's going to do 50. Number two, I think it's going to be one battle after another. It made 22 million last weekend. I think a big part of the story of this box office, we're going to find out second weekend, and I do think it's going to have an incredible hold. I think it's going to make 15 million.
Okay. Tickets are going to be more expensive.
Yeah,
because of all the premiums.
I think it's only going to drop 7 million. It'll make 15. Then number 3 will be The Smashing Machine.
Okay.
Which will make 11. I think it's going to be on the low end.
Okay.
Then number 4 is going to be... Is it going to be Gabby? You know what? Number 4 is going to be Good Boy.
No way. Over Gabby?
Good Boy is going to... The dog's
over
in the movie.
Dollhouse?
The dog's in the movie. The dog's going to make $8 million, and then Gabby's going to make $7 million.
So the dollhouse is in the doghouse.
It's Dollhouse in the Doghouse. Yeah.
That's the top of
Yeah.
variety. Plus, Taylor Swift does something.
So I don't think either re-release gets in the top 5, and people know Bone Lake's not a porno, so I don't think it gets in the top 5.
Okay. So wait, what was your 5? What was your number 5?
My number 5 was Gabby's Dollhouse.
Okay. Number 1, I mean, this is a slam doink.
Slam doink. Doink of the week.
And, fuck it, I'll go 60.
Wow.
Because they keep adding showings.
They keep adding showings, yeah. Wow.
So I'll go 60.
Wowie, wow.
Number 2, this is, I sort of am in your boat here with, I think the hold on One Battle is going to be good because of the Hosanna.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it has the PLFs, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to steal the thunder of the Smashing Machine. So I sort of agree with you. I'll say it'll make you said 15, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of what I'm feeling too. 14, 15. I'll go with 14.
Okay.
Under that, yeah, I think Smashing Machine does 12.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go Gabby because I think Gabby's going to have a spectacular hold.
Okay, I'd love to see it.
I know Taylor is a competition.
Yeah,
but this is toddler.
This is toddler play.
You love
Gabby's
to say
a toddler play. I love to use this phrase that was coined by Anthony D. is for coining the phrase a toddler play, D. Alessandro. It's a great phrase to describe a movie like Gabby's Dollhouse that pick as a toddler play.
Yeah. And so I think that is going to be 4. And then, it's hard to not want to pick some form of a newbie or a re-release here. But, I'm going to go out and just say Avatar then, Way of Water, as my 5th.
Okay.
Because I think it'll do enough.
Okay. It definitely could. It definitely could. So just quickly, we got a couple of emails. I'll just go through. We love getting our emails, theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. We got one from the great wannabe oh boy Anthony, giving his boots on the ground for One Battle After Another. You saw it last Saturday. Caught One Battle After Another on Saturday. Being that I'm a Coastal Elite, I was fortunate enough to see it in Vista Vision and at Tarantino's theater, The Vista. Although I'm not a critic, and assuming no one else in the theater was a critic, we all seem to love it. And while a crowd like that isn't necessarily packed with Joe Lunch Pails, I get the feeling, given its A cinema score, this thing may have long, sexy legs. I'm predicting only a 40% drop next weekend. So thank you, Anthony, and congratulations on being a Coastal Elite. It doesn't get any better.
It's the greatest.
Let's see. So we got an email from Oren. Regal Boots on the Ground, month of masterpieces. Hey guys, you're YouTubers. Hey guys. Last week I had myself a movie journey. Started simple. I'm a made man cruising through town. Helicopters buzzing above. Got enough coke in the car to put me away for life. So of course I flip and become a rat. Real good fella behavior. One day I'm breaking bread with Paulie. I'm cutting garlic with a razor blade in prison. You know how it is. Let's see. This is a wild one here. He really sets this up. Let's see. Now to the real boots on the ground stuff. I know you're not the Regal Boys Hub, but that's my local Superplex. It's got one of the top IMAX screens in the country. So yes, I'm a Regal Unlimited guy. This month they're doing a month of masterpieces, a different timeless film every day in September. Every screening I've gone to has been at least 75% full, sometimes more. Crowds are buzzing, clapping, excited to be there. It feels like an event, not an ironic Morbius sweep energy. Genuine, holy shit, we're seeing these classics on the big screen for the first time. Excitement.
Is he naming the classics?
He's not naming the classics. I mean, obviously, okay, he is naming them through the different, he set up different scenarios earlier that I did skip past, but in
Goodfellas
those are the classics. So, of course, first was Goodfellas.
Let me guess without any description.
Okay.
Ken Park.
Ken Park was not one of the ones at this month of classics that Oren is describing.
And,
no Ken Park.
Okay. I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
Bully.
Bully is not on here. So
Okay.
the other movies are Taxi Driver, of course, Goodfellas.
Killer Joe.
Killer Joe is not, but The Thing,
Okay. All right.
Shawshank Redemption.
All right.
So those are some of the movies. So I wanted your thoughts. Is Regal accidentally cooking here? This has been the most fun electric theater vibe in years. It's the crowds, the anticipation, the feeling. Theaters still matter. Love the pod. Love you guys. So thank you, Orrin. We love you. What do we think of this? Listen, this sounds cool. Regal doing these classic movies every day. Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, Shawshank.
Yeah.
But not, you would say, get Ken Park in there.
You gotta.
Get Ken Park. Priest. Do we get Priest in there?
Priest is a big one, yeah.
Kids we get in
Of
there.
course.
Palindromes, of course.
Palindromes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a great movie. And that one I send out to the great Deep Popcorn Hollywood Insider, who favorite movie of all time is Palindromes. Yeah.
Yes.
Famously.
Loved it so much he
enjoyed the
couldn't even
experience.
stay in his seat.
Yeah. Enjoyed the experience way back in the day. And yes, I have seen, I think, almost every Todd Solondz movie made in the theater, other than Welcome to the Dollhouse.
Well, you saw Dark Horse?
I did not see Dark Horse.
I think that was the one, right?
That's the only one. I have seen it since, but I didn't see Dark Horse in the theater.
Yeah.
And Welcome to the Dollhouse was before I could have made that decision on my own.
You were younger than Wiener Dog at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she grew up to be Greta
Gerwig.
She grew up to be Greta Gerwig. So
yes.
Things turned out well for Wiener Dog. Spoiler.
So yeah, I think those are the emails we'll go through right now.
I mean, I think that we're seeing with all these re-releases like Casper, we've seen a lot of re-releases lately, and I think it's great. I think these movies are hanging around, collecting dust. People want to go see movies in the theater. There's a lot of young people that have not got to see classic movies in the way they're supposed to be seen. And so, yeah, more of this.
More of this. One more email I could read from Wannabe Oh Boy Jason, subject Spider-Verse 3 versus Gatto. He says, hey guys, you may have heard that Spider-Verse 3 has finally settled on a release date in 2027, which is the same day that Pixar's Gatto opens. I saw in an article Sony was moving the date because they wanted maximum PLFs, which I 100% get. Gatto's moving, right? Or is Disney going to try and stay put just out of pride? While I'm sure Gatto will be a solid movie, the fact that it looks straight to DVD knockoff version of Flow sure ain't doing any favors. Wannabe oh boy, Jason. So we've got 2027 battle, Spider-Verse 3 versus Pixar's Gatto, which is an original movie. I mean, is that a knockout? It can't happen, right?
It can't. You gotta run. You gotta run.
Run. You have to run.
Run.
Just go.
Just go now.
Yeah. 2 animated films.
And
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Now, listen, if you had... Yeah, you wouldn't do
That's
it
an offering to the gods. That is Disney just saying...
This is blood sacrifice situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And maybe that's what Pixar's Gatto is Disney every, decade has to make a sacrifice to the gods. Maybe John Carter from Mars was that.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what Gatto is now, is just an offering.
But then what was Elio?
Elio was not enough.
Wow.
The gods laughed at Elio. So that is some of the emails. Of course, emails to theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at the BO Pod on Instagram, on TikTok. Of course, Wannabe O VP of Interns Christopher, killing it with the vertical videos and killing patients. And I think now other med students.
Yeah.
Because they sleep and he thinks, oh, maybe
they're under
that's
anesthetic.
a cadaver,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And then they're not. They were just asleep. So
he's fully lost it.
Yes. But he's
still looking.
He's still looking for a job. And that drives you nuts. He's looking for a job in media, and the search is driving him crazy.
Yeah.
And he's just being handed scalpels and all sorts of pills that he's able to give people.
Well,
it's a total perfect storm.
There's a reason it's called monster.com, because looking for a job turns you into a monster.
Yes. And when you have just access to medical supplies and people under anesthesia, talk about a documentary. That is a 6-part documentary series waiting to happen, and you have to get lyric videos in there.
There we go.
You have to get lyric videos. So 5
And
stars.
who are you going to get to cut the lyric videos?
Christopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has any criminal in a documentary ever edited their own documentary?
I don't know. Was the guy who was the guy who admitted that I killed them all when he was in the bathroom? He was on the toilet with
Robert Durst.
Robert Durst. Did he edit that documentary? Did he both admit he did it when he had a microphone on in the toilet, and then he also edited that scene?
Sean Baker did. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So then Christopher could be the second. He could be the second. And OJ directed and edited the Made in America documentary.
He did,
of course. So 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the Substack. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are YouTubers. Hey guys. That's all I got, Clayton. Go see Bone Lake this weekend. It's not a porno, but why not?
Pat, I finished.
Great.
Especially with all this Bone Lake talk. And you've said it all.
Of course.
There's nothing left to be said.
All right, I could leave the studio.
Except for, until next time, we'll smell you at the box office. Nailed it. Hey, guys.